morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's webinar. So today we are actually quite excited. We're going to be taking you and introducing you to SolarWinds' newest and latest product launch, which is the SolarWinds Observability platform. So just to quickly give some introductions for today's session, my name is Darian. I'm an account manager here at Prosperon. I've been working with Prosperon for about 5 years now, and I'm joined today by our sales manager, Modular. Mon, do you want to give a quick hello?
Hi, good morning, Darian, and hi to everyone. So yeah, the sun is out today, but we're doing the webinar. It's quite a very busy week for all of us, but yeah, very excited for today. So yeah,
Yeah, absolutely, Mon. Sun is definitely out today, beaming.
yes, indeed.
Nice.
We
Yeah,
should find
definitely.
time this within today to actually see the sun and
Oh,
be out.
absolutely. Well, hopefully after today's session, get a little bit of the sun in.
Yeah,
Um,
cool.
cool. All right, Mon. Well, moving on, let's quickly go through the agenda for today's session and what we're going to be covering. So we'll start off with quick introductions to the webinar and to Prosperon Networks and who we are. After that, we'll be moving on and discussing with you modular monitoring versus complete IT infrastructure visibility. We will then be talking to you about the new tiered SolarWinds subscription modeling licensing model with the observability platform. And then we'll be talking to you about how making the move to the SolarWinds observability platform can benefit you. And then finally, at the end, we'll have a bit of time for any question and answers. But absolutely feel free during today's session to put any questions into the chat box. We'd love it to be an interactive session. Mon and I will be, happy to answer any questions and talk to you
Yeah.
about anything throughout the session. So yeah, feel free to put anything in the questions box or the chat box as we go. So just before we kind of kick things off, we do have a poll question, first poll question for today. Be really good, really useful if you guys could take the time, just a minute to answer this. The poll should just be opening up now for you guys to see. And it's,
Now, yeah, I can see
yeah,
it now.
perfect one. So first question is, have you heard about SolarWinds Observability? So we'll give everyone a minute or so just to answer that, and then we'll
Exactly.
roll
So
on
it
stage.
would be very interesting to actually, see the
Mm,
responses from the audience today because
yeah,
we've
definitely.
been
Obviously,
talking about this for quite time now, but officially launching it in
yeah,
front of customers is
exactly,
very
Mon.
new.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be interesting to see kind of who's already heard about it and just really, I guess, kind of where it
Yeah.
sits right now. Looking at the results, it looks at the moment coming in, it's looking fairly. A lot of people saying not until today. A few yeses in there as well.
Yeah. That's
Which is
actually good. Yeah.
yeah, good. Obviously, people are aware of it already and coming into this have a bit of knowledge already about what it is. Hopefully, um,
and and I hope for the people that have said yes, and also if for the people that have said yes, it would be an opportunity for us to really further supplement their
mm,
probably their knowledge, and at the same time also for the ones that have only heard about observability until today. I hope
yeah, definitely.
Karen and I would be doing our very best for today to actually make sure that we get you to consider observability and perhaps have a follow-up chat with Prosperon in the future.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
good.
hope so. Well, good. So it looks like the I think the results that we've got the
Yeah,
results
the
in now.
results are
So
in.
yeah, so most people, well, the majority slightly not until today, but very close behind yes and no.
Yeah.
So fairly even results today. But
Mhm.
like Mon said, hopefully by the end of today's session, we're gonna share some more knowledge, stuff that everyone you guys were unaware of, and hopefully we'll kind of give some more info. And then obviously anything else after that, we can always discuss offline. So
And yeah, and I think
go ahead, Mon.
just to share with the audience, I mean, this is just really it's a launch, so this is really going to be the first with a series of webinars that potentially we'll be doing in the future, because this is just really giving you a teaser of what observability is, and you will be able to show you more, perhaps in action going forward with some of the webinars in the future for observability. So that's all a
Mhm.
good starting point for today already. Cool.
Thanks, Mom. So moving on to who are Prosperon networks. So I know that some of you will be familiar with us already and will have worked with us. And for those of you that might be new to us, or if this is the first time hearing or seeing Prosperon networks, I'm just going to give a quick kind of overview of who we are and kind of what we offer and what we do. So we've been an authorized partner of SolarWinds now for 16 years. We do have a few other vendors that we work with, and we're quite proud to say that we are we're the first UK partner for NetBrain. Professional services wise, we delivered over 1,500 days of professional services last year, and our in-house support team handled over 1,000 support cases for the year as well. We also we have the fastest growing number of SCP engineers in EMEA. SCP are the SolarWinds certified practitioners. So we like I say, we have the fastest growing number of those in EMEA, and we also have security cleared engineers who are able to work on secure and sensitive environments. So if that's the kind of environment
Mm.
that you're involved in, we also have engineers who are more than capable and able to come and be involved in those environments. Something actually here that we're really proud of is some of the awards that we've been kind of handed and awarded from SolarWinds for the recognition from our technical team for the SolarWinds Technical Excellence Award, and then also our our customer services team with our customer retention and customer enablement awards. And finally, we also, quite proud to say that we have 3 FWAC MVPs, under our belt. For those that don't know, FWAC is the SolarWinds community space that you can go and post and discuss with other SolarWinds users. A FWAC MVP is essentially SolarWinds, someone who's very involved, gets very kind of involved in the SolarWinds community, a lot of help and whatnot. So it's very nice to say that we have 3 FWAC MVPs. In our team.
And I think to add up also on that one, on that particular MVP, Darn, is about the upcoming swag. So we're also, I don't
Absolutely,
know
Mon.
if the audience right now are actually coming to the swag next week, but it's a SolarWinds user group. I think it's a
Mhm.
2-day event in London wherein there's an interaction, and we're very proud and that those 3 MVPs are actually speaking at the swag event next week. So if you happen to be there, then please reach out to our team at Prosperon at the swag.
Yeah, for sure, Mon, for sure. So moving on to just a quick overview of our professional services. I'm just going to talk to you quickly about the range of services that we offer and kind of what we can assist and provide to your organization. So, we're able to provide services really for whatever part of the SolarWinds journey that you're on. Whether that's, you're just embarking on your implementation for the very first time. We get involved with deployments of different types, from getting the basics, that initial basic installation done, right through to full production implementations. I'm really giving you that kind of, all singing, all dancing Orion platform, where we work really closely with you to make sure it kind of hits your requirements and really your expectations for what you're looking for from from your platform. So kind of on the consultancy side, we're aware that some of you may be using SolarWinds for a long time, but due to perhaps restrictions, resource, time, knowledge, whatever the reason might be, you may not have been able to get the platform to where it may be or where you would like it to be, whether that's from alerting, whether that's reporting, dashboards, views, etc. So these are all areas that our engineers and our team have, a lot of experience, wealth of experience working with, and it's areas that we help our customers with on a daily basis. We also, work from another side, which is system integration. So when you have other tools that you want to, integrate with SolarWinds and kind of have them all talking together and working together, that's something that we like to help and assist with. We have a lot of experience doing that. And we also actually, one of our newest services is our managed service offering, which is something that we've kind of introduced over the last year or so. And I know we've spoken to some people about and some of our customers and we're working with you. But for others who may not know too much about that, feel free after, to reach out to us at a later date. We can, of course, discuss that with you. And then finally, training. We provide a host of different training services ranging from administrator courses through to user training, knowledge share, and bespoke training. So whatever kind of needs you have, we're there to kind of support and adhere to that. And then also, obviously, our support and health checks are the kind of other areas that we help customers with too. So moving on here, I'm going to hand over to Mon. Mon's going to take us through section 1, which is all about modular monitoring versus complete IT infrastructure observability. So Mon, over to you.
All right. Thank you, Darian, for your for your introduction. So, good morning again to everyone. So, first of all, again, many thanks for joining us for today. Darian and I will try our very best to excite you and provide you with some advanced information right now with regard to SolarWinds Observability. So, we're very excited to actually share the newest offering of SolarWinds to you, which is the SolarWinds Observability. But I'll start first with this slide that talks about monitoring versus observability. So there are actually two elements on this slide. So the left portion talks about monitoring, where it actually illustrates a reactive approach. And a lot of our customers could potentially resonate with this particular side. With monitoring, you can convey what is actually happening. And with the functionalities available with your existing monitoring tools, you can collect metrics and logs to detect known problems and previously identified patterns. Observability, on the other hand, focuses on being proactive, on the whys. Why is something happening? And it actually will provide you with actionable insights and enabling you to do, the keyword here is predictability and data correlation. The main goal overall of observability is to provide consistent and elegant user experience across different IT functions. Monitoring then becomes the foundation of observability. Next slide, Darian. This section or slide really talks about the vision of SolarWinds. The vision to move from a monitoring leader to becoming the observability leader. But with a vision comes requires an evolution of SolarWinds product portfolio. So let's start first with why is SolarWinds introducing this? We know for a fact that our customer requirements expand into hybrid and multi-cloud environments, and with the modernization of applications and databases on which most of customers rely, the need for a full stack management and visibility has really never been more required or needed at this stage. So SolarWinds is evolving from monitoring of networks, systems, applications, and databases to based on predefined metrics to a more dynamic platform that is based on a number of things such as automation, observation, visibility, and proactivity for diverse multi-cloud deployments. So how is SolarWinds actually going to deliver this? Of course, first thing is by providing you with an extensible, scalable, and adaptable platform. And the second one, which I mentioned earlier, which is one of the most the overall goal of observability is providing you with that elegant and consistent user experience via the SolarWinds observability platform. Next slide, Darian. SolarWinds observability offers organizations across all sizes and verticals a comprehensive, integrated, and cost-effective full stack solution. On this particular slide, I'm going to be talking about some of the key features of observability platform. First thing, it's all about too many vendors. Customers often say to us, we have so many vendors in our ecosystem, Mon, and we wanna talk about how we are able to leverage on the other towers of SolarWinds to provide us with a more centralized monitoring. So with full stack and integrated, you're able to see across network, cloud, infrastructure, application, and databases. And the second one is also about being able to have a deployment freedom. So with flexible hybrid IT implementation from a data center to multi-cloud, whether self-managed, software as a service, or through an MSP. It also reduces alert fatigue, which is the more common pain point of our customers. So with SolarWinds Observability, it actually provides you with an intelligent alert engine that provides customers with customizable alerts and delivery options, bringing you to a faster remediation. We talk about mean time to resolve, mean time to respond, and thus reducing your alert fatigue, and increasing automation. With observability as well, the licensing has been simplified. It's also going to be one single license, one install to manage across the platform. For customers that also has an ongoing cloud adoption initiatives, SolarWinds Observability, cloud connected functionality and capability will give you, our customers, with visibility into both the SolarWinds Observability as an on-premise one platform through to the SolarWinds Observability as a service platform, empowering you customers to integrate today and evolve as your business needs dictate. And of course, the last one and more importantly with us at SolarWinds is secure by design. It's really providing you with that rigorous adherence to advanced multi-layer security framework from the software development lifecycle to infrastructure and people. So these are the key features of the observability platform. Now we go to some of the key customer benefits of the SolarWinds observability platform. Putting on my account manager hat, and also Darian can relate into this one. We do regular reviews with the vendor itself, and we provide inputs in terms of what we feel the customer wants, what has been discussed with us, and SolarWinds observability platform actually came into fruition because of our customers.
I think I can
One of
really
the
kind of
Sorry.
resonate with that there. No more. I was just going to say, I think I can really kind of like, resonate there with what you said.
Mhm.
From, again, with the account manager hat on discussions with my customers as well. And some of the, benefits that you mentioned on the previous slide are things that are really, hot on topics that we've been discussing at the moment. And especially the full stack, availability for their monitoring. It's something really key that we've been discussing.
Correct.
And also that kind of cloud journey. A lot of customers are on that cloud journey at the moment, and helping them to get there as efficiently as possible is, of course, that's our aim, and I think that's what they're looking for as well. So I think SolarWinds kind of the way they've gone with this is really kind of aligned to what the customer is looking for at the moment.
Agree. Correct. And I think which means that's a good starting point for me is talk to you about the first key customer benefit that we've actually identified. So, as I said earlier, there's too much vendors to manage, and with observability, more functionality will be available, but only one provider for all your IT stack monitoring, which allows you to do consolidate a number of functions or capabilities, and of course vendors within your environment, or your vendor ecosystem. Another pain point that was always discussed with us is with that lack of integrated monitoring, which in result comes in inconsistent user experience. And with the observability platform or offering, you can provide a consistent and elegant end user experience to your customers, providing you with more visibility across your IT stack, and allows you to do more granular management of your network. The third key customer benefit is all about scalability and becoming agile. So a lot of our customers would always say to us that they come to us when they want to scale up their existing SolarWinds platform, and with observability, it would be easier for you to scale up because it will provide you with more integrated data points and, as I've mentioned earlier, scalability. Next slide, Darian. As a continuation of customer benefits, the next one is all about um, providing you with ability to be able to make your IT and applications more available to your end users. With and more IT professionals are being put into the forefront. So what does this mean for the business? Which means that less tickets are being handled because it's bringing the customers into to the observability platform. The other one is all about providing an improved user experience. So specifically, for example, during an upgrade, it will make you to actually make your life easier to move into the latest versions, for you to actually benefit on. During upgrade, you have new and added capabilities within the platform. So this is more becoming more simplified during the for the observability platform. And of course, moving to observability will mean just one install, one license key, and as mentioned earlier, a simplified upgrade process that will enable you to benefit from the newest features all at once with a defined path for future product expansion and updates. So,
So,
yes,
oh,
Darian,
sorry,
sorry.
sorry, Mar, I was just gonna just a quick one there, just to confirm with you then. So,
Mm,
obviously with the mention of the simplified licensing model, obviously I
mhm,
think as we kind of both know, with
uh-huh,
SolarWinds have a lot of products at the moment, which
mhm,
can potentially be complex from a licensing perspective. Are
mhm.
we now going to be having one SKU across all of that?
Yes. So, well, the traditional SolarWinds products will still remain as of the time being, but in terms of this new observability offering, it's going to be one SKU, so one license key for the observability offering.
Okay, very useful. That's going to be useful for people going forward, I think.
Cool. Yes. So I think based on me being a I've been advocating SolarWinds for over 4 years now. I'm really excited about the observability offering, and I hope this key customer benefits that I mentioned earlier would also resonate to the audience today. Okay, next slide, Darian. So we
Mhm.
now go to the second part of our presentation or webinar for today, which is all about the observability. So the next part, I'm going to be talking about the pricing model for SolarWinds Observability. So the new licensing model will be subscription based and subscription only. And the license size will be determined by the number of nodes that our customers have. So this node based approach is actually very much in line with what is commonly used in the market today, and makes it a lot easier for customers to understand how to right size their license requirements. So you and I can both resonate on this one, Darren, because as you're aware, with the traditional point products of SolarWinds,
Mhm.
they have different licensing schemes, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's also very difficult to remember all of them. But with SolarWinds Observability,
Yeah.
it's actually simplified via the number of nodes that you manage. So the functionalities and entitlements are actually based on your subscription. So as what I've said, right, the nodes could fall into like routers, switches, firewalls, physical servers, and virtual machines running an application. So with this new pricing model, it will provide you with a lower entry point if you wish to purchase in a traditional way, and is highly competitive when compared to other subscription-based providers in the markets. So if you're keen to actually explore for those customers that have an existing SolarWinds platform or own SolarWinds products, we would be happy to actually work with you in terms of how to convert your existing licenses into observability. Cool. Next slide, Dorian.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Let's move on.
So the next slide talks about the different tiers of observability, namely, essentials, advanced, and the premier. So with SolarWinds Observability, it actually provides you with three main points. Optimizing the performance, ensuring availability, and lastly, reducing the remediation time. So here's what are available right now with the SolarWinds Observability Essentials tier. You're able to gain operational visibility into network infrastructure, device health, availability, applications, and more with in the presence of intuitive dashboards and deep analytics. It also provides you with Orion remote collectors for reachability, built-in intelligence for metric and event correlation and anomaly detection. So when you talk about network and infrastructure capacity forecasting, virtual machine recommendation, and some dynamic baseline thresholds. So these are the ones that the starting tier would be the essentials tier. The next tier is the SolarWinds Observability Advanced. So with the SolarWinds Observability Advanced, it's actually inclusive of anything or of everything in the Essentials suite functionality, plus the additional capabilities within the advanced, such as traffic flow intelligence, endpoint and virtualization management, and configuration management, and robust trend analysis for more comprehensive and correlated service delivery insights. So, as of the moment, these are the two tiers that are actually available for our customers: the Observability Essentials and the Observability Advanced. In the future, and coming in within the latter part of the year and or next year, would be the Observability premier tier. So this is the future, wherein we're going to be talking about databases and more security integration, uh, enhance AI operations with new machine learning platform service. So, as I just have put it this way, for the enterprise tier, as a caveat, this is something that is controlled, as in the roadmap of the vendor. So, and this could change in potentially change in the future. But as of the time being, this is what actually is the foreseen or the future of the observability platform.
Mhm.
Cool. Next slide, Dorian.
Cool. Just before we move on, I think it's just good
Mm,
quickly to note
mm,
for everyone's awareness that if, for example, let's say you start with the observability essentials,
mhm,
and then down the line, 6 months, a year, however long down the
uh-huh.
line you decide you want to move to the advanced, it's very easy and simple to kind of upgrade and move yourself up the tiers, right?
Yeah, that's a great thing that you actually mentioned, Darren. Thanks for bringing that up. Yes, so as we understand, even though this is a new offering and we're gonna go through the review with our customers, um, and also from budget considerations, there would be potentially that in the meantime you actually work with the essentials tier, the lowest tier, depending on the available budgets and the renewal conversion. But yeah, you can easily move into the next available tier in the future.
Cool. Thanks, Mon.
Cool.
Let's
No
move to
worries.
the next slide.
Cool. So the next slide really just is shows you a simple illustration of a comparison between the essentials and advanced suites and what are the available capabilities as what I've said earlier. So this is really more for both existing and new customers that want to see a quick comparison of what are the available capabilities within each tier. But if as I've said earlier, if you want to know more about how this impacts the current licenses that you own, and should you wish to move to observability or even explore the cost involved and also the infrastructure and technical required to move into observability, please feel free to reach out to us after this webinar, or to discuss further about doing an initial review and comparison. So both our account management team and customer services team would be there to help you. Okay. Cool. So that's just really the section on the licensing and also sharing to you what are the available tiers for the observability offering right now. So I now move on to the next slide, Darian, about
Yep.
how can you make the move in terms of the observability platform. So
So,
sorry.
yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Oh,
Thanks, Darian. So I think I've put in here some use cases so that audience can actually relate in terms of, okay, I'm actually that one, and I could potentially reach out to Prosperon to discuss about observability. So when is a good timing for you? So first on top of the list is for some of the people in the audience that are not yet a customer of SolarWinds and is looking to invest in SolarWinds. Now is a good time to actually take a look at the observability offering, because it gives you that cost benefit in terms of, um, rather than going with a point product, you're actually working with a solution right now with observability. You may be an existing customer, and your maintenance renewal is due in the next 3 to 6 months. So that's a good opportunity to actually bring about or explore how can you migrate or upgrade to observability. So if your renewal is due in the next 3 to 6 months, please, and I'm sure our customer services team and our account manager will discuss observability in the anniversary calls or in the renewals. But yeah, please feel free to reach out to us to explore the cost implications of moving into the observability offering. The third one is, as you're well aware, so SolarWinds is trying to be the leader in the observability space and also the non-network towers within the IT stack. So if you're an existing customer and you're really looking to expand the SolarWinds portfolio within your organization, now is a good time. I think with all those combined or bundled capabilities within the different tiers, there will be definitely be an advantage from you from a commercial and also from a technical aspect. Um, the fourth one, as I've alluded earlier in my previous slides, there's quite a lot of organizations that are actually have ongoing initiatives adopting to cloud. So it would be a good opportunity for you, good timing for us to discuss about how you can adapt to the move into the SolarWinds observability offering, and also think about the future plans for adopting in the cloud, such as because this observability software as a service platform is coming in late next year or early next year. And lastly, if you're just really, if you can't relate to any of these personas or use cases, if you're just really keen and want to know more about observability, please, reach out to the team at Prosperon, and would be happy to engage you alongside with our vendor to help you understand better this offering, and also help you justify if there's a need to justify internally with your business case about moving into observability. So really, I mean, this is not exhaustive, and there may be some reasons when you want to look at observability, but the key thing here is what we want to get out of this webinar is knowing that we are actually here as your partner to support you with this particular interest.
I think that's actually that last point you made there, Mon, is actually
Mm.
a really good point, because observability it's new for all of us. It's new for us.
Correct.
It's new for
Correct.
customers. And I think people might not necessarily know, do we need it, or what it even is yet. So I think just reaching out, and I know myself and some of like the other account managers
Mm.
have been having conversations with our customers, really just a bit of knowledge share and let them know what it is, and just kind of sharing that information so that everyone's at least on the same page right now as this kind of progresses. So I think that's a really good point and a suggestion, for anyone out there who just wants to know a bit more. Reach out to your account managers, and we'll be happy to sit down and discuss it with you.
Yeah. Just really on the next slide, Darren, we've
Yeah.
probably touched on this one already, but as I've said,
Yeah.
right, if you want to have some indicative pricing on the investment, be it you're a new customer that's wanting to look at, say, for example, essentials or the advanced tiers, or perhaps your renewal is actually upcoming, or you have a renewal in place that's due this year, and you wanna see how we would actually convert you into observability. So that's a good starting point. If you want to see a product overview or a demo of the SolarWinds observability, please feel free to reach out to us. And in conjunction and in collaboration with our vendor, SolarWinds, would be happy to support you. And I think a trial is also available on the SolarWinds website. So I haven't tried it myself, but I think if you want to set up a trial or work with us in terms of setting up a trial, please feel free to reach out to us. And lastly, there are a number of resources that are actually available in the SolarWinds website, and also available from Prosperon. So if you want to know more about or request for some additional information regarding observability as a starting point, please feel free to reach out to us. So I think I'm done with my
Yeah.
section. So there
Thanks,
is
Mon.
now another poll question.
Yeah, so it looks like, if guys, we're just going to give you another minute or two, like we did for the previous poll. If you wouldn't mind just taking a moment, it really kind of helps to us to be kind of aligned. So I guess based on what you have seen today, how likely are you to consider moving to SolarWinds Observability? So poll should be open now for you. Yep, poll is open.
This is
So
the
we're just
deal breaker now, Darian,
yeah,
because if we weren't
it is,
able to
Mon.
do our job properly today, I mean,
Yeah,
I hope
if
we've
it,
steered some interest in there.
oh, I hope they will come back. Yes. Let's see. Um, You've got some results coming at the moment.
Yes. Right. So I think the one leading the poll right now, Darian, is about
Mhm.
the maybe needs some further review,
Yep,
which is fair enough.
that's
I
fair
mean,
enough. Yeah,
it's really just a teaser for right now, and
sure.
that's where we come in and support you as your partner to actually help you understand better observability, and perhaps eventually convert you into observability. And yeah, and there's the second one is yes, which is
Mhm.
exciting.
That's nice. That it means that hopefully we've done a good job today.
Well, it's just a teaser. It's
Yeah,
just a teaser anyway. Okay, so yeah, the results are up. So yeah, it's good. So I think we've in a way, in terms of what we've actually shared in today, maybe need some further review. It's at
Mhm.
71%. So utilize us, guys, in terms of know more about observability. And we don't expect like everyone would be have an standing yes, because it's we're just really doing the quick launch today. So 17% at yes, and of course the 13% no. So hopefully for the ones that have said no, there will be an opportunity for us
Mhm.
to really showcase and get you to better understand what the observability offering is all about. Perhaps in our
Yeah,
next webinars, it will be more a representation or an overview or a demo of what really the platform would look like. So we're also looking forward to that.
yeah, it should be exciting. This was, a teaser, like you say, an intro,
Yeah.
and there's going to be more of these, hopefully more in depth as we go forward. So, I think now that we've kind of got the poll question closed,
Yeah.
it looks like do we any questions from the audience? So I do actually have I have got a couple of questions that I've seen come in.
Hmm.
Let's just take a quick look at those before we kind of wrap things
Yeah.
up. But obviously, if anyone else has any questions, like as we go through, feel free to kind of throw them in the questions chat. We'll come to them now as well. Um, but I'm seeing a question here. Um, what if I don't renew my SolarWinds Observability subscription? Do you want to take that one, or should I take that one?
Yeah, you can take that. Yeah.
Yep. So it's really simple. If you don't renew the SolarWinds Observability subscription after your expiration, the product is going to stop monitoring, but you still can log in and see historical data. So yeah, that's kind of what's going to happen there if that lapses. Stop the monitoring, but you'll still have that historical data. I'm seeing another question here as well. What happens to the existing perpetual license ownership? So I'll take it from again, Mon.
Hmm. Yeah, sure.
Um, Sure. So, if your existing licensing, the perpetual licensing that you have at the moment, it's just going to be converted into the new flexible annual subscription licenses. So effectively, that license, that perpetual license, will just convert and change to the new subscription model. Um, Another one here actually in chat.
There are some questions in the chat panel. I'm just looking at them, Darren.
Yeah.
So let's run through them one by one. So first one is there was a question about do you have a current connection to our ITSM, which is ServiceNow for alerting for alert ticketing? Would the interconnection work the same with observability? So I'm not technical, but I'm gonna answer it based on the what I know about integration with service management tools. So I reckon the answer is yes for this one, which I would probably would provide sufficient information from a technical angle. But yes, my expectation is that with the SolarWinds Observability platform, you're able to connect as to traditional integration with your ITSM or incident management tools. So the answer would be yes. Follow-up questions: do we have to upgrade or add to existing SolarWinds products, or do we have to migrate to observability as a new platform? The answer there is you would have to migrate to the observability as a new platform. If a brand new platform, are there any features missing from the products, etc., and the observability? Okay, so as what I've said earlier, perhaps so the way observability has been positioned right now is rather than point products or different capabilities like the traditional NPMs, NTA separately. We've bundled it into SolarWinds have bundled it into a solution offering. So there are some capabilities that are not yet existing within the observability, such as, if I remember it right, like the storage monitoring and also from a databases perspective. But um, if there are any features missing within, say, for example, this tier, it would actually be moved into take a look at the advanced or even the enterprise tier. Can we migrate existing alerts, UNDP pollers from NPM to observability? That is beyond my technical knowledge at this space. So we'll take a look. Alan will. This question is from Alan Land. So we'll take a look at this particular question, and then we'll provide you with our feedback as soon as possible, Alan, if it's okay. I think that's it from the floor. Is there anything else, Darian, that you've probably I'm
No,
not seeing on my screen?
no, I think you've covered the last one. Them on, I'm seeing seeing the same as you, but I think we, like I say, it's it's probably still quite new for everyone as well. So
Yeah,
hopefully the questions we managed to get through and that we've answered, given a little bit more insight and a
yeah,
bit more knowledge share there.
and
But I think that we've
yeah.
kind of wrapped this up. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the key thing here is because, yeah, as what you've mentioned, Darian, like everything is new. I think we're just providing the teaser right now. But the first
Yeah.
step is really looking at there are two angles here which we can actually work in parallel. The first one is the commercial stream, wherein we would be taking a look at how it would potentially impact from a commercial perspective, and the other stream here in parallel would really be the technical aspect of the platform itself. Migrating you or upgrading you to the observability platform and all those capabilities that are actually existing within your traditional Orion platform. Of course, you would probably expect that to be available within the observability based on your, of
Yeah.
course, tiered subscription or tier of subscription.
Exactly, Mum. Brilliant.
Cool.
So let's just wrap things up then. So just a few kind of ways that you can contact us and stay connected with us on here: our website, our YouTube channel, our LinkedIn, and our Twitter. And feel free to see what we're up to on there. And then, like Mon mentioned earlier, if there's anything additional, any further information that anyone wants, reach out to your account managers, reach out to the customer services team, and we'll be happy to sit down and discuss that with you. But otherwise, I hope, and I'm sure Mon hopes as well, that you guys enjoyed the session today. It was useful. Mon, I don't know if you've got anything else, any closing words
No,
you want to say before we wrap
No,
up.
it's just really thank you for joining us today. I mean, this is a short webinar, just really a soft launch of observability, and it's a very busy period of time. So I just really wanted to say thank you, and yeah, please feel free to reach out to us and to know more about observability. So similar with you, this is also new to us. So we're gonna be working in tandem to make sure that observability is a fit solution for you. So thank you. Thanks, Darian, as well for today.
Thanks, Mon, and thanks everyone for joining us.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a
Bye,
good rest of the
everyone.
week. Bye bye.